Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Kifak or Kifik Sava, depending on who you are. Que lo que pa lo que hablan español. So today we're going to talk about El Tawabet and how resistance is fertile normalizes liberal Zionism. Right? And we're going to talk about this Intifada del Sul post here on Instagram. Okay? It's called La Prueba de Fuego de la Real Solidaridad con Palestina. Cualquier cosa menos es solo otra forma de colonialismo. Anything less is just another form of colonialism. That's what it's saying, pa lo que hablan inglés, right? And I'll translate it because I speak Spanish, right? And why do I speak Spanish? Well, my background is Arab, French, Welsh, and Dominican. Okay? So, resistance is fertile. They normalize a Zionist settler. Ronnie Barkin is a Zionist settler. He is a settler. He illegally occupies Palestinian land, right? So, again, Sasha and Benji, they are liberal Zionist subversives. Resistance is fertile is Zionist normalization.
But now we come to...
And this is what they say about this.
But we didn't discuss fully explicitly last time, and I wanted to really come back to, which are the implications for non-Palestinians in support of the Palestinian National Liberation Movement, which of course concerns us. So, do you want to maybe read them, Sasha?
Okay, so the first one is Center Palestinian Voices, especially those on the ground who continue to resist the occupation every day, do not platform or amplify individuals who compromise or water down the demands of liberation. So
Okay,
this
so
one's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, oh, did you ever thought about it? Because I'd have thought about when we interviewed Ronnie Barkin, you know, that sort of...
Hey, did you thought about when we interviewed Ronnie Barkin? You Australian settler. Ronnie Barkin is a settler, right?
that showed up for me, because I sort of assessed that interview against this criteria, and I was like...
Then why did you interview him? Why did you interview Ronnie Barkin if you know that the guy's a settler?
Oh, I still think we met this criteria, because...
Hey, I still think we met this criteria. Did you? Did you? Because I don't think you did. Check it out. La prueba de fuego de la Real Solidaridad con Palestina. This is the litmus test for real solidarity with Palestine. Cualquier cosa menos es solo otra forma de colonialismo. Anything less is just another form of colonialism. And this is from Intifada del Sur. I don't know who they tag. Frente Unido de Liberación de Palestina, Mascarilla Comunista, Colectivo Oriente por Palestina, Art Palestina, CGU Leads. Traducción y adaptación de CGU, Leads. El Tawabet, los principios fundamentales de la lucha de liberación palestina. El Tawabet, the fundamental principles in the fight for Palestinian liberation. Rechaza el colonialismo en todas sus manifestaciones. Reject colonialism in all of its manifestations. Denuncia la normalización en toda su forma. Denounce normalization in all of its form. Palestina libre de la ocupación de los soldados y los colonos del río al mar y al-Quds como su capital. Palestine free of occupation, free of soldiers, free of settlers, from the river to the sea in al-Quds as its capital. Apoya la resistencia por todo lo medio necesario, especialmente a la resistencia armada. Support the resistance in any way necessary, especially armed resistance. Preservar la autodeterminación y autonomía de los palestinos y por la Palestina. Preserve self-determination and autonomy of the Palestinians for Palestine. Garantizar el derecho al retorno para los palestinos. Guarantee the right of return for Palestinians. And I don't see these guys doing that.
If you look at him, he basically he's not compromising or watering down the demands.
He is a settler, right? And we don't platform settlers around here, right? Contexto. Se deriva de la Carta Nacional Palestina sin enmienda. So, this is from the Palestinian National Charter, and it doesn't have no edits on it. Adoptada por el Consejo Nacional en 1964 y finalizada en 1968. So adopted by the National Council in 1964 and finalized in 1968. Los Tawabit existen desde que los palestinos se resistían al imperialismo británico y formalizaron cuando los británicos delegaron el papel de colonización a los sionistas. So, el Tawabit existed from when the Palestinians resisted British imperialism and formalized when the British delegated the role of colonization to the Zionists. La carta contiene 33 artículos de lo que se deriva al Tawabit, and the charter has 33 articles in which is derived al Tawabit. Decimo sin enmienda. It said, it's without amendments. Decimos sin enmienda, we say without amendments, porque el Partido Sionista Estadounidense, because the Zionist Party of the United States, y los normalizadores and the normalizers insistieron en enmendar la carta original y vaciarla de contenido como parte del llamado proceso de paz. Because the Zionist United States Party and the normalizers insisted in amending the charter, the original charter, and emptying the content with the part called the peace process. Para normalizar la entidad sionista, lo que se llevó a cabo a diferentes etapas bajo la supervisión de los dirigentes de la OLP. So basically it says, to normalize, that they emptied they put in the talk about and emptied the content regarding and put in the peace process, the fake peace process, to normalize the Zionist entity, which ended up in different entities under the supervision of the PLO and the PA and Fatah. Normalización. Normalizar es admitir o legitimar la existencia de la entidad sionista y reducir la realidad material y la historia criminal de esta a una normal. Y eso es lo que hace Resistance is Fertile. What resistance is fertile? So let me translate that. Normalizing is admitting or legitimizing the existence of the Zionist entity and reducing the material reality and the criminal history of this entity as normal. La normalización consiste en respaldar, reconocer o colaborar con una persona, grupo, entidad, praxis, ideología, instancia que transmite, represente, invoque aspiraciones o sentimientos sionistas israelí sean estos individuales, grupales o colectivos. Colectivo, je ser. So, normalization consists of backing up, recognizing or collaborating with a person, group, entity, praxis, ideology, or instance that transmits, represents, or invokes aspirations or sentiments that are Israeli, whether those are individuals, groups, or collectives. Now, resistance is fertile. What did they do? On the 17th of August, Resistance is Fertile normalized a Zionist settler, a Zionist terrorist invader named Ronnie Barkin. This is normalization. Let's run it back with the definition. Normalizar es admitir o legitimar la existencia de la entidad sionista y reducir la realidad material a la historia criminal letra a una normal. La normalización consiste en respaldar, reconocer, colaborar con una persona, grupo, entidad, praxis, ideología o instancia que transmita, represente o invoque aspiraciones o sentimientos israelí, sean colectivos, individuales, grupales o colectivos. Y este viene del colectivo je ser. So, para los que hablan inglés, yo lo voy a traducir, okay? Normalizing is admitting or legitimizing the existence of the Zionist entity and reducing the material reality to the criminal history of the Zionist entity as normal. The normalization consists in the backing, recognizing, collaborating with the person, group, entity, praxis, ideology, or instance that transmits, represents, or invokes aspirations or feelings, sentiments that are quote unquote Israeli, right? So Zionist settlers, whether they be individuals, groups, or collectives. And what did Resistance is Fertile do? They normalized Ronnie Barkin, who lives on stolen Palestinian land and is a settler. Right? This is no different than the Middle East Eye platforming Zionist Jeffrey Sachs. Right? This is no difference. No hay una diferencia. Right? Normalizar el victimismo palestino fomenta un apoyo condicional de la buena víctima a los palestinos. Normalizing Palestinian victimhood foments conditional support to the quote-unquote good victim of the Palestinians. Debemos rechazar el desastre de los acuerdos de Oslo de 1993, el lenguaje pacifista de Oslo, las posiciones comprometidas y corrompidas de los líderes de la OLP, y el lenguaje colaboracionista y derrotista de la negociación y el compromiso. So, we must reject the disaster of the Oslo Accords in 1993, the pacifying language of Oslo, the positions, the corrupted and compromised positions of the leaders of the PLO, and the collaborationist and defeatist language of the negotiation and the compromise. Utilizar el lenguaje normalizador como ciudadano israelí, conflicto entre Israel y Palestina, o territorio israelí, proporcionar una plataforma a organizaciones sionistas israelí o dirigida por sionistas o israelí o colaborar con ellos. Promover una solución de dos estados. Condenar a la resistencia armada y sus facciones en cualquier contexto para avergonzar a los palestinos y llevarlos al pacifismo y al silencio. promover el mito de coexistencia, convivencia y coresistencia e igualdad entre palestino y colono. Estas son las formas en que vemos la normalización hoy en día. These are the forms in which we see normalization today in real time. Y promover el mito de la coexistencia, convivencia, coresistencia e igualdad entre palestino y colono. Eso es lo que hace Resistance is Fertile, right? Yo voy a traducir esto para los que hablan inglés. Promoting the myth of coexistence, living together kumbayanis, co-resistance and equality between Palestinians and settlers. That is what Resistance is Fertile is doing when they platform Zionist settler Ronnie Barkin, right? This is a key example of normalization. So normalization consists of normalizing language like quote unquote Israeli citizens, quote unquote conflict between Israel and Palestine, or quote unquote Israeli territory. Yo estoy traduciendo para lo que hablan inglés. I'm translating for those that speak English. Proportioning a platform to Zionist organizations and settler organizations and directing settlers and Zionists to collaborate with them. Promoting a two-state solution, condemning armed resistance and factions in this context to embarrass Palestinians and bring them to pacifism and silence, and promoting the myth of coexistence, living together, co-resistance, and equality between settlers and Palestinians. And that, the promotion of the myth of coexistence, and co-solidarity and co-resistance and equality between Palestinians and colonizers is exactly what Resistance is Fertile is doing when they platform Ronnie Barkin. And it's also what they're doing when they platform Jeffrey Sachs, who is also, it's exactly what Middle East Eye is doing, promoting Jeffrey Sachs, who is a two-stater, right? So why is Resistance is Fertile platforming Zionists? Let's find out.
For liberation, do you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, do you know what I mean? Because I'm an Australian settler. Really, bro? You ain't never read this before. Benji, Sasha. Normalización. Promover la posibilidad de una reforma de una entidad sionista o cambio de régimen, sistema sociopolítico interno de apartheid o liderazgo en lugar de desmantelamiento y erradicación por completo de las entidades sionistas y su colono. Reducir la causa palestina a una cuestión humanitaria. Buscar la fuerza, el poder, legitimidad o credibilidad de la lucha palestina por la liberación a través exclusivamente del marco institucional y organismos internacionales como la ONU. All right? Yo voy a traducir para lo que hablan inglés, lo que he dicho, lo que he leído. Promoting the possibility of reforming the Zionist entity, a regime change system, socio-political system of apartheid, or leaders in place of dismantling and eradicating completely the Zionist entity and their colonists. That's normalization. Reducing the Palestinian cause to a humanitarian question, that is normalization. Judging the force, power, or legitimacy of the Palestinian fight for liberation behind exclusively the framework, institutional framework and organizations, international organizations such as the UN, that's normalization. So that's kind of what Jeffrey Sachs does, right? Jeffrey Sachs is the type to normalize the Zionist entity via the UN. And then you have Sasha and Benji and Nunja and all these other grifters on Resistance is Fertile, normalizing the Zionist entity by platforming Zionist settlers such as Ronnie Barkin. By the way, these guys think highly of Dimitri Lascaris, who is a known Zionist normalizer, right? And not only that have they platformed Ronnie Barkin, they platformed Zionist normalizer Indy Nile. They platformed Zionist normalizer Sina Rahmani, who platformed Dayon Daror. They platformed Zionist normalizing drag queen Indy Nile, who platformed Zionists, right? They got a pattern of this, Mo. They got a pattern. These people got a pattern, like. And then, el mito de convivencia y el buen colono. And I like how they put the Star of David with the Nazi symbol on this. And they made this look like blue Yiddish writing. I think it's quite fitting. La retórica de la coexistencia e igualdad son ideas de normalización concreta distribuida por el bloque liberal de la entidad sionista estadounidense y occidente. So the rhetoric of coexistence, co-living, cohabitation, and equality and co-resistance are ideas of normalization that are very concrete, distributed by the liberal bloc of the Zionist entity estadounidense, American, and West. Again, do you see this pattern in the normalization of Ronnie Barkin by Resistance is Fertile? I see this pattern very clearly. Que yo lo veo muy claro. Right? Afirmar que los colonos sionistas o israelí tienen algo en común con los palestinos o que depende de israelí y palestino alcanzar una solución de mutuo acuerdo es borrar la historia colonial de los colonos y la realidad material de la entidad. So affirming that Israeli colonists have something in common with Palestinians or depend on settlers and Palestinians reaching a solution of mutual agreement is erasing the colonial history of the colonists and the material reality of the Zionist entity. And by normalizing Ronnie Barkin, that's exactly what Resistance is Fertile is doing. Los colonos no son espectadores pasivos. Su objetivo están arraigados en la ideología colonial supremacista que sustenta la entidad sionista. Sus acciones están diseñadas para mantener un sistema basado en la opresión. La normalización consiste en ocultar su papel en la perpetuación de la violencia colonial. So the colonizers are not passive spectators. Their objectives are rooted in settler colonial supremacist ideology that sustains the Zionist entity. Their actions are designed to maintain a system based on oppression. The normalization consists of hiding their role in the perpetuation of colonial violence. And by normalizing Ronnie Barkin, that is what Resistance is Fertile, these two malcriados, Benji and Sasha, are doing. They are trying to hide the role of the perpetuation of colonial violence. And again, this is what Boycott from Within and Ronnie Barkin do, right? So again, this is Zionist normalization, right? El mito de la convivencia y el buen colono. El sionismo liberal o postsionismo es una renovación de apariencia y presentación del sionismo que asume una posición liberal izquierdista que se centra en denuncia la violencia y los sectores extremos del sionismo. Para los que no hablan español, para los que hablan inglés, yo lo voy a traducir. Liberal Zionism or post-Zionism is a renovation, an appearance in the presentation of Zionism that assumes a liberal or lefty position that centers the denunciation of violence of certain sectors, certain extreme sectors of Zionism. Al mismo tiempo, sigue legitimando y sosteniendo la existencia de la entidad sionista, los asentamientos y la ocupación. At the same time, it keeps legitimizing and sustaining the existence of the Zionist entity, the settlements, and the occupation. Presenta la cuestión palestina como una causa reformista y no como una causa revolucionaria por la completa liberación nacional y descolonización. At the same time, keeps legitimizing and sustaining the existence of the Zionist entity, the settlements, and the occupation. And it presents the question of Palestine as a reformist cause and not a revolutionary cause for the complete national liberation and decolonization. Again, this is the ideology of people like Ronnie Barkin, Elon Mizrahi, and Miko Peled, right? They are all Zionists. En momentos de crisis del sionismo, como la operación Inundación Tufán al-Aqsa, la izquierda y las tendencias liberales se unen a la derecha y saquen a la luz la verdadera esencia del sionismo, una ideología violenta, supremacista y colonial, pase lo que pase, right? In moments of crisis for the Zionism, like Operation Tufan al-Aqsa, the left and liberal tendencies unite with the right, and they take the spotlight off the real essence of Zionism, an ideology that is violent, supremacist, and colonial. And they just say, what happens, happens. Esto nunca podrá conciliarse y cuando se va a amenazar por cualquier tipo de fuerza común unida, mostrará su rostro inmediatamente. So they never reconcile, they never conciliate, they can never reconcile this. And when they feel threatened by whatever type of common front or common force, they show their face immediately. La forma desaparece y queda su esencia al descubierto. And their form and technique disappear, and their essence stays discovered. Their essence of supremacy, violence, and colonialism stays discovered. Right? So, el complejo industrial de la ONG, the NGO Industrial Complex. Normalizar a través de organizaciones sin fines de lucro y ONG es una estrategia muy arraigada en el sionismo liberal en Estados Unidos, la Unión Europea y Occidente. Normalization behind NGOs, nonprofits, is a strategy that is very rooted in liberal Zionism in the United States, the EU, and the West. Colin Powell, el ex secretario de Estado gringo, siempre fue muy abierto sobre el papel de la ONG en el ámbito de la política exterior, calificándola de multiplicadores de fuerza paramilitar estadounidense. Colin Powell, the former Secretary of State from the USA, was always open about the role of NGOs in the orbit of the political exterior, calculating them as multiplicators of force for the U.S. military. Este frente progresista para la normalización quiere ambas perspectivas en la mesa. Al tumbo que limita al público y los movimientos de solidaridad y su expresión de indignación y presión solamente por las vías oficiales, humanitarias y constitucionales. So this fraudulent progressive front for normalization that wants both perspectives at the table. At the end of the day, and to the public and the movements of solidarity and their expression of indignation and pressure, only through official pathways that are humanitarian or constitutional. El complejo industrial de la ONG. La noción de la igualdad que promueven gran parte de las ONG activas al torno a la causa palestina también borra la Palestina histórica de donde viene mi familia y desplaza el foco de atención a los derechos humanos, socavando el derecho al retorno. Enmarca la cuestión como una cuestión de política israelí injusta, que pueden reformarse en lugar de centrarse en el desmantelamiento de la entidad sionista. So the notion of equality that has been promoted by the majority of NGOs active in the Palestinian cause also erases historic Palestine, where my family is originally from, and displaces the focus of attention to human rights and the salvation, and they push away the right of return, and they mark this question as a question of unjust Zionist policies that can be reformed in place of centering the dismantling of the Zionist entity. Es evidente que la solidaridad, porque la solidaridad con Palestina está estancada y los palestinos se están cansados de ella. It's evident why I think estancada means like compromised, maybe. It's another way to say compromised. It's evident and that Palestinians are tired of it. El movimiento está siendo dirigido por aquellos que quieren que Israel siga existiendo, como la GBP, right? So, the movement is kept on being directed by those who want the Zionist entity to keep existing, like JVP, for example. Hemos visto manifestaciones de esta línea más liberales innumerables veces y cada vez que los bloques desafilan en el filo de la solidaridad militante, inevitablemente esto conduce a una prolongación del colonialismo y el sionismo global, right? So it's evident that each time, and we've seen this in demonstrations, and this line that more liberal, that the most liberal line that innumerable times, and each time that these blocks march in line for solidarity, for militant solidarity, it's inevitable that this keeps driving a prolongation of colonialism and global Zionism. La afirmación de que las ONG no son capaces de abordar los problemas reales debido a la financiación es falsa. En realidad, las propias ONG son una consecuencia de la explotación capitalista y no existirían sin la desigualdad perpetrada por el sistema. The affirmation that these NGOs are not able to solve these real problems due to financing is false. In reality, these own NGOs are a consequence of capitalist exploitation, and they would not exist without inequality perpetuated by the system. El apartheid sudafricano como lección, no como modelo. Ojo, no como modelo, porque sigue el colonialismo en Sudáfrica, ¿no? We got to be looking at this, right? Because there's still settler colonialism in South Africa. Yo lo traducí para los que no hablan español, okay? Mirar la lucha de liberación palestina a través de la lente de victoria del caso de apartheid sudafricano es sumarse inadvertidamente a los esfuerzos de normalizadores. So, looking at the liberation of Palestine, behind the view, the lente of victory of the case of apartheid in South Africa, is basically, inadvertently, the efforts of normalizers. Or summing up, inadvertently, the efforts of normalizers. No cabe duda de que la lucha del pueblo oprimido de Sudáfrica sigue inspirando a la solidaridad internacionalista, además de demostrar la importancia de la lucha conjunta. Pero la comparación con Palestina debe basarse en un análisis exhaustivo del contexto histórico de cada movimiento de liberación y de la realidad material actual. So, without a doubt, the fight of the oppressed community in South Africa keeps inspiring international solidarity. And besides demonstrating the importance of fighting together for national liberation, but comparison with Palestine should be based in an exhaustive analysis of the historical context of each movement of liberation and the material reality that is actually happening on the ground. Or updated on the ground, updated material reality on the ground. Actual, actualización, actualizar. Ustedes pueden ver el patrón de palabra, right? El apartheid sudafricano como lección, no como modelo. Si bien la decisión de los dirigentes del Movimiento de Liberación de Sudáfrica de negociar y reconciliarse con los colonos fue fundamental para su movimiento, el hecho de que se centraran principalmente en la lucha contra el sistema discriminatorio del apartheid dejó intacta en gran medida la estructura colonial de explotación, lo que permitió a los colonos mantener la explotación económica de clases de la tierra y corporatización y privatización. So, yes, good that the decision of the people involved with the liberation of South Africa. So, the people involved with the decision the people involved with the movement for liberation in South Africa negotiated and reconciled with the colonizers, and it was fundamental for their movement. The fact that they centered principally in the fight against this discriminatory system left intact big measures and colonial structures of exploitations that permitted the colonizers to maintain exploitation economically, and in the landowning class, corporatization and privatization. Separar el apartheid de la causa fundamental que es el colonialismo de los asentamientos colonos e integrar acríticamente los marcos legalistas elimina la lucha en tierra, hace que la gente se desentienda de aprender la historia y la actualidad de la lucha sudafricana, la historia de la resistencia negra en todo el mundo. Separating apartheid from the fundamental cause, which is the colonialism, and the seats of the colonies, the settlers, the settlements, right? And integrating critically the legalistic Marx eliminates the fight on the ground and makes so that the people misunderstand the history and the reality, or the history and the reality and the updated reality of the South African fight, the history of Black resistance around the world, right? Again, I have some African mitochondrial ancestry, so I would know about this, right? Because si vemos Sudáfrica, los holandeses y los ingleses todavía controlan la tierra, ¿no? Y eso es lo que vemos en Sudáfrica. If we look at South Africa, the colonizers, the Dutch and English colonizers still control the land, and that's what we see there. Resistencia, resistance. Debemos apoyar la resistencia palestina como la violenta opresión militar del imperialismo y el colonialismo que comenzó primero en forma de colonialismo británico y continúa en forma de sionismo imperialismo dirigido por los Estados Unidos y los colaboradores reaccionarios y contrainsurgentes como la AP, Autoridad Nacional Palestina o Autoridad Palestina Seca. So, we should support Palestinian resistance against the violent military oppression of the empire and the colonialism that started first in the form of British colonialism and then continued in forms of Zionism and imperialism directed by the United States and reactionary collaborators and counterinsurgents like the PA, also collaborators such as China, right? La resistencia comenzó en la década 1880, cuando los primeros colonos sionistas llegaron a Palestina, y llegaron mucho más antes durante el Imperio Otomano, pero este es para otro video, para apoderarse de su tierra. So the Palestinian resistance started in 1880 and really started during the Ottoman Empire in the 1700s with the Yishuv, and I'm going to make a whole nother video about that, when the first Zionist colonizers arrived in Palestine to take the power in the lands. Todos los días se producen informes de resistencia. En las circunstancias más difíciles, los palestinos resisten. Desde los niños más pequeños que van a la escuela en cuarto trasero, hasta los médicos que recomponen el sistema sanitario desmantelado pasando por las facciones combatientes. Every day, there's new updates and informations about resistance and the difficult circumstances that Palestinians resist, from the small kids that go to school in the back rooms to doctors that reconstitute the sanitary infrastructure that's been dismantled, and even for the armed factions. Resistencia. La decolonización no vendrá de los acuerdos de paz, de la ayuda imperialista de la ONU o de la CIG. Vendrá del gueto de Gaza, de los campos de refugiados de Cisjordania y de los palestinos asediados que viven en un campo de concentración. So the decolonization is not going to be coming from no peace agreements or no imperialist help, not from the UN, not from the International Criminal Justice Court. It's going to come from the ghetto of Gaza and the fields of refugees in the West Bank and the settled Palestinians that live in a concentration camp. La resistencia no es un concepto abstracto que se pueda estirar o adaptarlo a distintas interpretaciones o sanitizarlo para lograr una mayor aceptación. And the resistance is not a concept, an abstract constant that you can stretch or adapt to distinct interpretations or sanitize to achieve better acceptation, better acceptedness. Que yo no puedo hablar inglés, pero yo sé lo que significa en español. La inundación de Al-Aqsa, el levantamiento del gueto de Gaza, como lo acuñó Rafat al-Hariri, fue y sigue siendo una operación de resistencia legítima de los palestinos asediados que viven en un campo de concentración contra su opresor. Right? So Al-Aqsa flood and the uprising of the ghetto of Gaza, as described Rafat al-Harir, continues to be a legit resistance operation of Palestinians, deep-seated Palestinians that live in a concentration camp. Una Palestina libre no es una idea, es una realidad material llevada a cabo mediante la Fuerza Armada Revolucionaria Organizada. Rechazar la retórica liberal progresista te desarticula cualquier levantamiento o resistencia armada. So, a free Palestine is not an idea. It's a material reality that would come to fruition with armed resistance that is organized. Rejecting the liberal rhetoric that's progressive, that's not really progressive, that disarticulates whatever uprising or armed resistance, yeah, that's not progressive, right? So resistance, freedom, and liberation is not an idea, it's a material reality. Right? So, resistencia. Debemos rechazar el esfuerzo condescendiente y normalizador de imponer la idea práctica de la izquierda occidental sobre lo que significa revolucionario en la lucha de resistencia palestina. Esto incluye la retórica normalizadora que calumnia a la resistencia por ser jerarquía o religiosa. Yo soy musulmán, ¿ok? Yo soy de ascendencia palestina, de ascendencia libanesa, ascendencia yemenita, ascendencia dominicana, ascendencia francesa. Y yo soy musulmán, all right? Esto incluye la retórica normalizadora que calumnia a la resistencia por ser jerárquica o religiosa, o que insiste en que la resistencia debe ser progresiva. And this includes normalization rhetoric that calamitizes that the resistance for being hierarchical, religious, or insists that it should be progressive. Es decir, que solo legitima la resistencia armada mientras se inscriba en una serie de etapas de desarrollo poco realista e improbable, una que cual sería la protesta no violenta antes de que podamos dar nuestro respaldo a la lucha armada, right? And that's to say that and this is the liberals, that's to say that the normalizing rhetoric says that the only legitimate armed resistance should be inscribing to developments that are not realistic, not probable, and ones that would be nonviolent, right? And before they can give their support to the armed struggle, right? So this is an important, I could not find this in English, but lucky for you guys, I speak Spanish, and I have a small percentage of Dominican ancestry and Puerto Rican ancestry, right? So that is my reading of this. Great document. Muchas gracias, Intifada del Sur, por este documento. And we're going to talk about because these goofballs, these freaking goofballs, these malcriados, these guys are malcriados. They normalize a Zionist settler. La convivencia no existe. La coresistencia no existe. La igualdad no existe en este contexto de Palestina. All right? Y estos dos payasos aquí, que siguen promoviendo este colono, ellos van a tener que enfrentar la consecuencia. Yo quiero que estos dos payasos estén encarcelados por promover este colono sionista. A ver lo que dicen. So, para los que no hablan español, I want these two clowns in prison. I want them doing bids for promoting this Zionist settler. Okay? I want them doing bids, Mo. Bids. Fat bids for promoting the Zionist settler. Because this is the Western left, right? This is what the Western left. La izquierda occidental, right? Eso lo que es. And you know I'm part Palestinian. You know I'm part Lebanese. You know I'm part Yemeni. I want these two clowns doing bids for normalization. What do they have to say for themselves?
Yes, absolutely. Not only is he not compromising or watering down.
He's not compromising. Cállate la boca, payaso sionista. All right. You don't think he's compromising? All of you are compromising. So, normalización. Promover el mito de la coexistencia, convivencia, correspondencia e igualdad entre palestino y colono. Promoting the myth of coexistence, living together in co-resistance and equality between Palestinians and colonizers. That's exactly what these guys are doing. That's exactly what this guy is doing. Normalización. Right? El mito de la convivencia y el buen colono. The myth of living together, cohabitation, and the good colonizer. La retórica de la coexistencia, corresistencia e igualdad son ideas de normalización muy concretas distribuidas por el bloque liberal de la entidad sionista estadounidense y occidente. So, the rhetoric of coexistence, co-resistance, and equality are ideas of normalization that are very concrete, distributed in the liberal bloc of the Zionist entity in the United States and the West. Afirmar que los colonos tienen algo en común con los palestinos o que depende en colono y palestino para alcanzar una solución de mutuo acuerdo es borrar la historia colonial de los colonos y la realidad material de la entidad. Right? So, affirming that Zionist settlers have something in common with Palestinians, or it depends on Palestinians and settlers to reach a solution of mutual agreement, is to erase the colonial history of the colonizers and the material reality of the entity. Los colonos no son espectadores pasivos. Su objetivo está arraigado en la ideología colono-colonial supremacista que sustenta la entidad sionista. The colonizers are not passive spectators. Their objectives are rooted in Zionist settler colonial supremacy that sustains the Zionist entity. Their actions are designed to maintain a system based on oppression. Normalization consists in hiding the role of the perpetuation of colonial violence. That's what these two payasos are doing. They're hiding the perpetuation of colonial violence. This guy, a settler, is guilty of colonial violence. He is a settler. He materially benefits from settler colonialism, right? So, they are aiding and abetting a Zionist settler. And that's why resistance is fertile. Has to do, these two clowns from Resistance is Fertile, they got to do a bid for this. They got to do a fat bid. I'm going to start talking like Tony Soprano. Hey, guys, they got to do a bid, right? I don't do a good at Tony Soprano like Ari Spears, but these guys got to do a bid for this. I sound more like Gorilla Nems. They got to do a bid. They got to do a bid. I've been watching so much. Yeah, but these guys got to do a bid. These guys are normalizers, and they got to do a bid. So there you go. Because they're guilty of Zionist normalization.